Hey everyone, it's 4 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, so we may have several people joining us in progress because of the early hour. I tried to do this for some of the East Coast and Central Time Zone people, so they may come on. Very early on Wednesday we'll get West Coast Pacific because of the 3 o'clock there. But this is just really to do a demonstration, and I will be about 30 people have requested this video afterwards. So we always I want to run through what this is, what RCIC is, the Real Estate Capital Intelligence Community, and kind of show it to you guys because I know you guys see me at 7:50 every morning, but I'm in my car. I can't actually show you some of the stuff in progress. I also do apologize that it's sometimes the wording. Sometimes it's a little light. It's a little small to read on scale. So I do try to read along as best as possible without trying to be like Ted Stryker on Airplane, when he would talk to people and everybody would like try to have their exit strategy is what we call it. The comedy movie Airplane. I'm more Rex Kramer than Ted Stryker, but hey, so I'm just going to run you guys through some stuff real quick. If we have people join us in progress, that's great. If you want to get on board, reach out to me and I will get you the payment link through PayPal. If you and then you can join. You get the 9-step onboarding process. You do need a subscription to ChatGPT, OpenAI.com. You need the personal account, $20 a month at minimum. You can get the business account. You need 2 people minimum for that. That's $30 a month per person, so that's $60 a month. So make a decision. I do recommend that if you are going to have business partners involved, you get the business account from the get-go. Otherwise, just get the personal account. You'll never really need the business account after that. Then you get the 9-step process. Step 2 is after, once I send you the PayPal link, you get the PayPal, get it through me. I give you the Bitly link in the 9-step onboarding PDF, and then you build through step 9. It should take you about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, because you'll have to put some detailed information in the buy boxes and establish your markets. You only want to start with like 3 to 5 markets. Their zip codes, county and zip code, are more important than anything else. Just to kind of give you guys that heads up. You set up all your toolboxes and stuff. That may take time. You can set up if you're a wholesaler, you want to ask for the wholesaling tools. There's obviously 14 core RCIC tools that everybody has. And then you get the agents. You can deploy agents out of the agent mode, which is in GPT. And then basically you'll start out getting the prompt assistant. And I think I can show you guys what that looks like in there. Once you have the prompt assistant, you can do everything. This is unlimited. There's nothing you cannot do. If you're a wholesaler lender, buy multifamily, whatever strategy, 1031 exchange, novations, mortgage method, whatever you're doing, you can do everything and anything. It does 90% of your work for you. It's awesome. So let's just dive right in, because that's the best thing. Like I said, we may have some people join us in progress. So I'm going to go ahead and real quick. I was trying to set up some information for tonight, because I also do it just actually sent me my let's see here, it just sent me my data ingestion for tonight for 6,513 zip codes. So let me go ahead and read through that, and then I'm going to type in we're live, and we're going to start. I just want to show you guys what the data suggestion, which you guys are seeing after upload. 6,513 zip codes and 50 target markets. We're going to 100 markets and 13,000 zip codes. County and zip code is more important than anything in your searches. That'll all be in by second quarter 2026, so by April. Before that, hopefully, because it actually goes faster than usual. So right now it's doing data ingestion, trustee foreclosure list, covered dockets, so probate, eviction, tax lien publications, utility occupancy, vacancy indicators, verified AHJ feeds. AHJ is the authority having jurisdiction. So think about the county clerk, to the public trustee, the tax assessor, the sheriff, the probate court. I was at AHJ when I was a fire marshal. So it's whoever has authority in that. When I have fire code, fire investigations and stuff as a fire marshal, fire chief. We also dedupe everything so you don't get duplicates. And then it'll generate per market CSVs and appending to the vault. We have a vault. There's distress intelligence and it's all inbound. So total new signals ingested, 4,827 signals. Unique signals after dedupe, 2,912. So it's basically giving you these different zip codes. Some of these are just in here for they obviously are just samples right now, but as far as the zip codes go, these actually give the signals. In one zip code, there's 67 signals, 54 in another one, 49 in another one. So I approve. So it's asking me to approve that. It's going to give me the CSVs. So on the CSVs, then I can take the CSV, I can pump the signals in the overnight deal engine. It'll go through all the signals according to my exact requirements, what I'm looking for purchase price, what I'm looking for ARV and comps, the level of rehab. Do I like low to light rehab? Just do cosmetic, maybe a little bit more. Do I like doing medium, or do I like heavy? Do I like doing scrapes? Whatever you like, you put in your risk tolerance and what you like. It's gonna basically only then separate what actually works for you, and it's going to process it. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to have them all ready to go. Well, it's a red, yellow, and green, just like a stop sign. Red, no go. Yellow, there's some cautions, workouts of cautions, slow roll. If you get all greens, you're good to go. It's going to help you generate your offers. It's going to help you match to lenders. We have 5,000 plus lenders, funds, family offices, hedge fund, financing sources, and it matches it up and it gives you a fit score. Proprietary algorithm gives you a fit score. So it's going to say if it's in the 90 to 100% range. So it goes from 0 to 100. It's 90 to 100. Obviously, that's a phenomenal deal. It's going to go through 90%. It's telling you the percentage. 80 to 90. It's probably going to go through after a little massaging. 70 to 80, but do a lot more massaging. It could be a deal. If it's under 70, don't do the deal. So that's kind of what goes through. And then it prepares all your correspondence. It cannot send anything out for correspondence, but it will prepare all of your documents for you, your offers. It'll also give you all the contact, all the information for the lenders, what those lenders require. It'll help you. It's awesome that way. So it's going to send in overnight deal engine is now executing across all 50 markets. And so here's what's happening right now for me behind the scenes with those is that the overnight deal engine is processing the public trustee foreclosure list, court dockets, probate and eviction, all the tax lien publications. It's going through utility, occupancy, and vacancy indicators, all the HG leads. It's going to ingest the new signal data, the raw signal data from all sources. Then it's going to standardize and normalize addresses, parcel IDs, and case identifiers. It's going to cross-reference by zip, market, and source type. And it's going to de-duplicate records across feeds, removing overlaps between trustee, lien, and docket signals. Then it's going to generate per market CSVs. It's going to give me the CSVs to enter, and then it's going to append automatically to the vault, to my vault, to distress intelligence and inbound. So it's going to put it all in my vault. You get a cockpit, you get a vault, you get a CRM, you have capital passport. That's all part of one step. You set that up in the 9-step onboarding process. Preliminary metrics, early summary, 4,827 signals, unique after dedupe, 3,912. Markets processed, all 50. Zip cover, 6,513. So the top markets by signal volume, Houston, Texas right now, 342. Dallas, Fort Worth, 315. Chicago, 291. Los Angeles, California, 276. Atlanta, Georgia, 243. Phoenix, Arizona, 219. Orlando, 203. Denver, Colorado, 188. Charlotte, North Carolina, 171. Las Vegas, 165. It's across all the zip codes in those metro areas that are in the 6,513. Each market CSV is being finalized for vault ingestion. So it's going to basically give me, I'm going to go ahead and ask for both of these, both A and B. Please. So yeah, we're kind of diverting a little bit from the original agenda because this is really important to show everybody because everybody's asking about it. So right now, like I said, I got that many signals. It's preparing the CSVs, all those addresses. It's preparing the PDF. It's giving me the summary of it. So it's clarifying and providing best effort. So it's analyzing. And it might take a few minutes to analyze. And then we'll go through the regular agenda of what I was going to talk about tonight. But like I said, it just delivered me a lot of zip codes in those 10 markets, a lot of potential deals. If I was a wholesaler acquisition company, right now I'd probably have 100 or 200 deals to put together to offer, hopefully get under contract. I can provide them it gives me strategies as well. It gives me the strategies, and I put in 25 influencers. I'll be putting that list out pretty soon. 25. It's got Steve Whitcoff, Grant Cardone. It's got Gary Nesner, Chris Voss. Across the board, Eric Trump. We got some other people in real estate. We've also got a lot of business people, a lot of really smart people, even people outside of real estate. Like I said, Gary Nesner, Chris Voss, FBI negotiators. So it gives you how they frame negotiations, and it gives you a strategy for each of these properties, because it'll look and say, somebody's in a probate case, they've lost a loved one, a parent or something, and they're, you want to be a little bit more empathetic, things like that. So it does actually give you some strategies when you make the calls that will give you all the contact information. You don't have to skip trace. Everything will come to you. You'll get all the details as, that's in a court filing. So the court filings are always going to have the ownership information, the address, the parcel ID, the PIN number. It's going to have the mortgage company. It's going to have the what the original loan was, what the arrears are, things like that. So you're going to have all the information in the world to put a deal together. You're going to be able to put all the deal together, have the exact deals, and go right to the who you need to go to make the deal. In that one case, I got a foreclosure in Lakewood, Colorado, in Jefferson County. That was filed on September 11, 2025. I received the notice, the actual link to the case on September 18th. The foreclosure auction is in January. Gives me 4 months to basically try to put a deal together. I don't think the prop stream companies would deal, like Deal Machine, Investor Lift, Goliath, let's say Batch Leads, prop stream. They're not going to see that for 30 to 45 days, if not more. They may not have even seen it by now, and it's been almost 2 months. So you're going to have that much of an advantage if you have RCIC, if you have this and you set this up. This does take about 2 to 3 weeks to process, to build up, and you're going from reactive to predictive. Right now, it's looking for those signals. It's coming back, and it's putting all these deals together. And it's basically learned me by now. It'll learn everybody. It'll learn you all. It'll learn your system. So it's analyzing right now. It's pretty solid, really, really, really solid. And like I said, we've been increasing for land. You got single family for flips and rentals, short-term rentals, RV parks, mobile home parks, clamping, multifamily, 2 to 4, multifamily 5 and up, multifamily syndication, residential assisted living, self-storage, commercial, you name it, it's in there. Whatever asset classes. For strategies, you're using 1031 exchange, cost segregation. Are you doing cash? Are you doing a wrap, novation, sub-2, seller carry, any of the Morby stuff, anything? No matter what you're doing, this is unlimited, and you own it. You don't rent it. You're not getting a subscription to me. A one-time $699 right now secures this for you for life. You guys will see up here in a minute when I can actually scroll up here. Well, I can right now. I can actually scroll. If you guys see on my left, there's the RCIC prop assistant. It's in red. You can see that. I'll click on it later after we're out of this. And it basically is what you get after you put in step 2. You put in the link and it activates this. And as long as you have GPT-5 or better, because like I said up here, you'll see GPT-5 is my model. That's what you see up here. So right now it's processing. So if you put all this up here, you have access to it, $20 a month to GPT. As long as you have GPT, you own all this. You don't actually get a subscription for you. What I'm doing in the background right now is I'm actually building it up. I'm 100xing it. I'm basically taking everything and making it unbelievably powerful. All of your work in it helps. So if we had 2,500 people, 2,500, and we have couple hundred people a day using it, it is upgrading and updating with every single keystroke. Every time I type something into it, I'm in developer mode, but every time you type something into it, it is improving. It is getting more, it is very accurate. I can't say it's 100% accurate legally, but it's very accurate. And it's accurate because you put in the exact what you're looking for, what you're looking to do. It pulls the information. It only gives the deals that are going to work to your exact requirements. And it can be broader when you start, and then you want to narrow it down, kind of like a funnel. So you can expand and contract anytime. If you want to do all assets, you can. If you want to do all strategies, you can, but you can go broad. That'll actually help you get off to a better start. Most of these with the 60,513 zip codes and going to 13,000, we're trying to prime the market. So when people get in, it exponentially decreases the time flow from 0 to 30 days. And that time frame is when it becomes predictive. Eventually you just start, you've got it all programmed what you want. Think about this. You can also do all your visuals. You can enter through this plus down here where it says ask anything. You can put your pictures in there, photos of properties. You can actually build your visuals. You can build your ads. You can build everything. Do all your hashtags. You can go all social medias, Facebook, Twitter, X, IG, Instagram, YouTube, Medium, Blogspot. You can go to Agents Gather. That's a great website. By the way, if you guys go to agentsgather.com, I believe you can get under $200 a year. I think right now you can get under $200. You can get lifetime. With $79 a year, the last time I checked, I believe you can actually get their be able to put listings up. Like it has a property listing service. Don't confuse it with MLS. It's property listing service. You don't have to be a realtor to use the property listing service. And agentsgather.com goes across about 100 different social media. It gets out there. So $79 a year, you have unlimited listings. It's a pretty good deal. So you want to go get the unlimited, go get the lifetime plan, and then just pay $79 a year. And you're good. And you pay $20 a month. GPT, you've already paid $6.99 for this. You're golden in real estate. All you probably need is an LLC. That's really about it. You're good to go. You don't need to go out there and spend $5,000, $10,000. You don't need to go out there and get gurus, mentors, and coaches, because this will actually coach you, mentor you, and it'll teach you. And it's all neutral. It's not some guru saying this is the best ever and I'm the greatest ever and there's no debate. This is 100% neutral. Every asset class, every strategy, unlimited. The only complaint I've gotten, obviously we have a few times where people need to get a little bit more help in the onboarding because some people are just getting used to AI. I'm always available to do that. I give everybody my 7-day schedule. It has my phone number and my email on it. There's only 2 nights, Tuesday night and Friday night, and then I do watch the Broncos and I do watch some other football, high school football, but we'll be done the next couple of weeks with that. Other than that, we can set up one-on-ones. I do these sessions on Wednesdays. I do the group session for anybody that is on board. On Thursday nights, I've done those for a couple of years. We've done over 300 Zooms. I've got almost 600 videos altogether because about 300 of them are unlisted. The ones I do on Thursday are generally unlisted. We've probably done less than 30 that we've made public. So right around 270 that are unlisted that are private. And then, like I said, about 30 of those are actually out there. So this is a pretty good deal. Like I said, it's still analyzing. So give you kind of a story. I started as a private money broker and capital connector in 2017. I took a 40-hour class with Lee Arnold and Kogo Capital. It was in the classroom. I was actually here because it was in Atlanta. I did it live stream, 40 hours, passed it with 100% on the exam they give. And then I had my private money broker certification. I started a couple months earlier at the home study course. I didn't do very well. I did one deal. After I did the 40-hour class, I did over 263 deals before COVID. One of my deals was a $7.2 million deal. I made $212,000. That's what I'm kind of known for. I'm still kind of a testimonial of it when COVID does stuff. For Investor Syndicate, who's also doing a lot of stuff for Lee right now. So I started looking at doing this what became the Associates Group in 2020 during COVID. August, September, needed to find a way to get people together networking. We had 13 people. We still have the original 9 of the 13 are still with us. And we were $397. We've only raised it twice, $2 to $399, which we've had over, 160 something people. We're at 188 people. Actually, I think we're at 188 plus myself and my 2 partners. We have raised it to $699. If you were grandfathered in because you had talked to me and showed interest before last Friday, before November 1st, you're grandfathered in $399. If you also are in Jim Ingersoll's Dealmakers group, or know John Moore, you know Paul Vincent, Julian, the Sidoti, the securities attorney, for anybody that's worked with any of them, I will give you a grandfather price if you're in that Dealmakers group or anything like that. Otherwise, $699, man, it's going to go up again. We've been told by a couple of people that are really knowledgeable that we need to be selling this at like $5,000. I don't think I'm ever going to do that, but it is going to go up to $999. probably north of 1,500 somewhere, probably south of 2,500. So pretty soon, next couple of months, it'll be between 1,500 and 2,500. My goal is to have 2,500 users in addition to the ones we have now. So that'll be almost a total of almost 2,700. At that point, I think we'll pretty much own and dominate and control real estate investing, at least this level. So I think we'll be able to do a lot of stuff with roughly 2,700 people. We also got home base. Not only going to talk too much about home base tonight. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this because it's kind of analyzing a little bit. Let me see if I can get it a little bit on. Try to speed it up. Sometimes there's a few things I can do to speed it up. It's usually just like, because it's analyzing all these properties and stuff it's coming up with. And it's just a lot of information, people. Just a ton of information. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to like stall a little bit because I want to show you guys the results of this. So it's pretty solid. You guys will see down here, I got my workspace. Jesse, my partner, is in the workspace. You've also got a library. It keeps all your visuals that it makes for you. Like I said, you can explore GPTs. You can start your own GPT. I have this one for training purposes, kind of like incognito, and I have this as the actual live. You get this live. That's pretty solid. You can do all your graphics. You can actually code. You guys can see everything I've done. This is all my chats. You can use Codex. There is a thing called Sora. Some of you have seen some people using Sora now, 4K video. I forget exactly what it's up to, under a minute. Once it gets, I'm not in the beta group. I was going to be, but I'm waiting on it to get over a minute because I like to do bigger stuff. Let me go ahead and this should be actually, yeah, no, it was off. So it is actually, yeah, if you guys go back and see this, like I said, right now there are 342 in Houston, 315 in Dallas, Chicago's 291, LA 276, Atlanta 243, Phoenix 219, Denver 188, Charlotte 171, Las Vegas 165. So this is awesome. By the signal volume, 6,513 zip codes, 50 markets. It's going to go over, like I said, over 13,000 zip codes by second quarter 2026. So what do you think about those apples? Let me go ahead and take stop share out for just a minute. While it finishes up, I'll kind of let it. So it's a pretty good deal, obviously. Like I said, I did not intend to build this. I was building 3 websites I was going to call the ecosystem. One was going to have 4 components, one was 2, and then eventually it was going to be a website that would help real estate investors with rehab and doing all the rehab costs. That was going to come out in 2027. So I was putting all this information together using GPT to kind of organize it and tell the developers what I was looking for. So I can give them the whole package. This is what I want built. This is what I built next year on these 2. This is what I want built in 2027. I ended up building it all myself accidentally, kind of like Mark Zuckerberg when he built Facebook. After he built Face Smash, the night he basically got drunk and got dumped by his girlfriend. Now he's like, what, in the top 10 richest people ever. So don't think I'm ever going to get that way, but I kind of built this accidentally. Basically put in 12,000 contacts I had, family houses, hedge funds, lenders, over, like I said, 8-9 years of collecting 10-12,000 pages of documents. It's all been entered in this, all the funding, all the lending sources, all been entered. It's all inputted. This thing is super intelligent. It is an intelligence system. It's kind of like you're kind of like being the national security advisor and you're preparing everything for the president, and all this incoming data is coming from the CIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency, the NSA, Homeland Security, the Justice Department, ODNI, the defense, the director of national intelligence is probably getting this, and to the national security advisor. to the president and vice president. You are the president. You are the national security advisor. You are the vice president. You are those three, that trifecta. You are getting all this information, intelligence based, to go out there and dominate. You don't just dominate, you're eliminating competition whatsoever. There's only, like I said, we're only going to probably ever have a maximum of 2,700 people. So let me go back here and see how far, if we're there yet. You know, sometimes, like I said, it's thinking a lot. So yeah, it's still analyzing. Let me see if I can. Sometimes you can, when it's analyzing this, it actually won't really do anything. Just to like give you guys a heads up, but it's actually working for me right now. I'm gonna go ahead and look real quick, see, because sometimes I can do it. Let me kind of go and kind of see after this. Sometimes I can go back and yeah, sometimes I can go back and I can do it this way. So like I said, it's a really phenomenal system, but sometimes it's a little bit slower than I like. So let me go ahead and try to get this. There's a way to do this, just so you guys know. Exit full screen. So let me go ahead and try to get this, get my GPT going again. There we go. And then I'll go back to this. Okay. So let me go ahead and okay. Now it's back, guys. So here you guys go real quick. So it's basically per market CSVs, getting 50 per markets, pulling per market. It's developing all my CSVs right now. So each one includes one demo row. So what I'm getting a polished summary report show that lists all 50 markets with placeholder accounts. So we'll be finalizing the live run. We're live. So I'm telling you we're live, run that after the session. So I had a huge run. So actually this will go through and process it. It's a lot of information to show you guys, and you won't be able to see very much of it. So what I'll do is I'll pull out a few things and I'll have them ready for posting in the groups tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's pretty cool market. So obviously what I'll do is I'll process this tonight, and I will have yeah, let's do the demo. Let's so then we'll obviously process everything and then have everything, you know, all these distress signals, all these markets, all that information. I'll be able to share that to you guys over the weekend and kind of show you how powerful it is. But you just saw it in real time, you know, what it delivered to me. And it delivers to me, I get three. I get one about 1:30 in the morning, one about about 8, about 9:30. Then I usually get about one more during the day that goes through all the total markets, all 6,513. So we're going to go ahead and start the session. It's a little bit slow because it was processing. So when you process this information, it can be a little slower. So tonight, we're not just looking at data, we're showing how intelligence itself transforms opportunity. RCIC is the first ecosystem that unites AI, capital, and operator decision-making across the entire real estate landscape. So let's jump in. I'll show you exactly how the RCIC engine identifies opportunity before the market even sees it. So here's the ecosystem. So there's a dashboard, AI dashboard. Signals come in, public trustee links, the dockets, the tax liens, utilities, the verified AHJs. It becomes predictive, not reactive. RCIC sees distress forming before public data catches up. Describe the AI letters: ingestion, normalization, scoring, signal surfacing, and into the vault. Every zip code, every market, it's all live, predictive, and it's ready to act on. So you get a vault, you get operator console. I showed you guys that last week. I can show you guys, it's pretty cool. You get a pretty cool vault, and it's pretty sweet. I'll show that to you guys. Let me see if I can get that into, the library and stuff. I can show you guys. Let me show real quick. The library, if I can pull that up. One of the things that I found for you guys. Let me go ahead and show you what a cockpit looks like. They're all in here, so you guys see. This is all my everything I've been working on. You guys will start hearing about Vera, Rex, Nova, Hera in the next couple of weeks. You guys will get to know that. Talks about your core residency. These are like literally, you guys have seen all my everything I've posted. You got your capital graphs and all that, so you guys can see all the. You guys can see it all. I mean, everything that I've been working on. So a lot of cool stuff. Usually some of the ones I've had to go back and fix because sometimes there are some typos and stuff. And, it's like anything else. You got to kind of watch for it. So you guys can kind of see what we're doing. It's pretty sweet. It builds a lot of cool stuff. You got your operator access. It has your command index. You got everything. Some of these are my ads and stuff. You got these, this looks like a bullet, like a kind of, here it is. Resident cockpit. There's your cockpit, guys. So you'll actually be able to see this, maybe not in this much color, but you'll be able to actually see how many deals you got, all your capital flow alerts. It has everything, your evaluator, your CRM, all your contacts, your network. It has a calendar. It's pretty sweet that way. So we talk about it. Your RCIC cockpit ecosystem has your vault. This is for land. It has your GeoFlow, land bridge, evaluator, field agent, CRM, parcel site. Not going to go into everything here, but if you are land, if you do anything with land, once you onboard, you will actually get all those tools. It's pretty sweet. Like I said, you get into, the RCIC AI operator training map. So you're going to learn about shared command protocols. So get used to, you're going to learn all this terminology, and you can learn as little bit as, you can make it easy and have it do all for you, or you can go through all the training you want. But it goes through scope, your forecast, verify, report, sync. You don't have to go. You can keep it simple. I like to keep it simple, smart. The Sante Raiders who went to rescue POWs in Vietnam had to keep it simple, stupid. That was one of their mottos. They probably missed the POWs by an hour, but it put a lot of pressure on the Vietnamese, North Vietnamese, and they treated the prisoners a little bit better after that because they knew how close we got to rescuing them. Some of the Sante Raiders either helped start Delta Force or consulted with it years later, 1976 to 1979 before the Iran mission. But yeah, you guys can see everything I'm working on. Real intelligence, real investor. We got all the RCIC power tools built by deal makers. I'm not a software person. AHJ discovery. That's where it's kind of showing you authority having jurisdiction, overnight deal engine. You got a vault, you got a CRM. Capital passport is so impressive. You go through it twice. Feedback loop, it'll tell you everything. Your cockpit, I just showed it to you, your CRM. So you don't need all these fancy things. Like I said, when you go to the RCIC, the prompt assistant, when you're on board, this is what you get, built by Nate Marshall, using the creator's recommended model GPT-5, guides real estate pros through RCIC onboarding tools and deal systems. It's pretty cool. It's what you get. So let's go back here. It takes a second to reload real quick. So yeah, it does go through. You guys can do mobile. I posted some of those pictures today. You'll want to have demo flow tonight. So look, it says, it gets to the vault, your operator console, just show that to you. It's ownership intelligence. You own your access, your data, your strategy. So this is where AI and investor execution meet, where decisions go from insight to action, expansion. We're going to 100 markets, like I just talked about, 13,000 zips. We're going to spotlight New York City, Long Island, because of all the political stuff. I'm using that as a test to watch how fast, what becomes available in New York City, Long Island, Suffolk County, and 2 surrounding counties over the next year or 2 years because of the political landscape there. It's a great experiment on watching what's going to happen and using AI to do it. You have mobile access. You can run RCIC ecosystem anywhere, desktop, iPad, iPhone, Android. Operators don't wait until they're back at the office. Real intelligence travels with you anywhere in the world, any place you're at. You can get your cell phone, your iPad, you can get a laptop, your desktop, home, office, wherever, hotel. You have access 24/7. Invitation and closing. If you want to go deeper, if you want access to the vault, the operator console, and the ecosystem itself, here's how. Patreon. We do have Patreon, RCIC AI, or lifetime access through PayPal. This is the PayPal link. If anybody wants it, you go to it. It's $699 either way. Operators are built, not sold. This is real intelligence, real investors. So keep in mind, I'd like to thank everybody for watching. If you are in Deal Makers group, or you've already talked to me previous to last Saturday, as before 11:59 p.m. on October 31st on Halloween, you are grandfathered in. Otherwise, $699 is all you have to spend on this. You own it for 100%, as long as you have a GPT-5. If you ever lose your GPT-5 and you need it again, you've already bought it from me. I'll just give you another, tell me I cancel my GPT-5 for 2 or 3 months. You may have to start over. I can't guarantee that, but I will provide you with the bit.ly. There will always be a link and access. There's no website. There's nothing to hack. It's 100% safe and secure. It's the only one that's safe and secure. There's no daisy chain. In fact, there's a daisy chain detector tool. There are so many reasons to get RCIC, Real Estate Capital Intelligence Committee. Reach out to me if you got any questions. Let's get you on board. Hit me up for the PayPal link, or go to patreon.com/RCICAI. There's a link for $699. Don't use the $399 because I won't be sending you the link unless you're grandfathered. So $699 gets you going. You're in for life. You never have to pay a penny again. You can do everything. And we still have networking on Thursday nights and obviously on Wednesday nights. Reach out to me if you got any questions. Thank you. Let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and stop share. And I thank everybody for watching. Reach out to me if you'd like to get on board with RCIC. Get you on board as soon as possible. I give you my 7-day schedule as well. We're all good to go. We can do one-on-ones whenever you need to help you build up. Remember, it does take 30 days. It's not like you subscribe and you're 100%, set up. Keep in mind, like I said, everything I said, you can expand or contract anytime you want, do any asset class, any strategy, anything you want. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Thank you.